this video, I want to show the deadly dangers of human desire. How far your desires in just, I want to pursue happiness. That whole thing, that whole pursuing being happy without understanding that sometimes what is making you happy today might not lead to meaningful life tomorrow. And so, which is kind of like the conversation that actually very recently Jordan Peterson and Elon Musk were actually having, if you haven't seen that discussion. And so I have a situation here of a woman wrecking a marriage, pursuing her desires. I'm talking about this lady. Her name is Lulu Menzi or something like that. I don't know if this is not a page, but I was just not going to be searching, looking for a page. You got better things to do than to be looking for people that just advertise their body and stuff like that. Personally, when a person pushes forward their body like this, they have a nice backside, no substance. That's my first sight. Like once I see that, I'm like, okay, no substance. We don't have substance. There's no substance. But this man, who is married, is currently married, started a relationship with this girl, saw this woman on the socials, and thought, I'm gonna abandon my life with my wife and my kids, and I'm gonna go after her. Human desire can be very deadly. It's the Reality Show with the daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here, be sure check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments, and I'm gonna check you out over there. Right. So she said something that was, did she have to bring God into this?
Kind of vibe. I don't know. And funny fact, to talk about nothing guys. God,
so God brought the man who's married to, okay.
Like, because, what's now,
so she was dependent on God to get a man. And so she went to get one who is married. We are better.
Like, I never even do a checklist. Yes, they do it long. It's something that it's God. It's God.
Stop capping. That's what the kids say when they say you playing the wrong game here. And so she says God led her to this man. But then she says something like this.
Because I'm staying there. If I was not staying there, I was not going to be like, but now I'm there and I cannot.
So she's staying in the house that this man had with his wife. That's the context. So now she's now moved into this house. Listen to what she said. Remember, she said, God brought this man. Okay.
Like I want to take a house. Even if the house, the divorce, I actually will be so happy because if I'll continue staying in that house, which means we'll have to spend a lot of money trying to renovate that house. It's a lot that needs to be renovated. So if the divorce can happen now and we can go and buy our own house and I'll be so happy. It's what I want actually. So I'm looking forward for that. I'm as I said I'm the divorce, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed to see and say so.
You can hear what I'm doing. Sense is very difficult. Sense is very difficult. So she says she's keeping her fingers crossed so that this divorce happens. The very same person who was just a minute ago involving God into leading her in her lust to break up a marriage. The same God that says he hates divorce. The same God that says what he has put together, let no man put asunder. The same God that said that led her to a man who was married. You see what the dangers of human desire do? This is what it does. Human desire makes a person involve God wrongly in filth. It's just filth. You're talking filth. Now, the Bible does tell us why people do that. It says because they do so because they don't know God. Right? James, the book of James actually illustrates that. So, human desire is very dangerous. For the man, I don't see, like, it's not something like if you know menziwa, like she's not a woman of substance. Like by a woman of substance is that there is more than outward beauty. Okay, there's more than what other people would see and be like, wow. There's more than that. For me personally, like I said, for me, it's a red flag. It's like the first red flag when a person just prizes how they look only. It's a red flag for me. It just tells me there's no substance. Like there's nothing else that makes you stand out. There's nothing else. That's it. Default mode. We're going default mode. Yeah, I understand the whole thing of being attracted to your partner and stuff like that. But when it comes to default, like you didn't influence how you look, and so and so default is not it. Okay, there's value, there's substance, there's character development or personal development. But there is a person who does not understand God to such a point to involve God in their filth. Bible says, 1 Corinthians chapter number 7. And he puts it in this manner. He says, now, because of the matter that I've wrote about, it is a good to abstain from sexual relations. He says, but because there is much sexual immorality, every man should have his own wife, and each woman her own husband. You can't be going out there taking other people's and then claiming God. You can't. No, but the verse says, it's not me. Desist from such behavior of bringing God into your filth. Okay? Desist from such things. But also, just a reminder back on that subject there, human desires, because, and also Instagram advises these things. You're just constantly putting these people in your face and seeing these people and what. And at the end of the day, it builds desires in you that are false. And then you start wanting to chase that. And then before you know it, boom, you are there. Now you are abandoning your wife. But because you are putting in front of you wrong things. You chose to be so eaten up by this desire that you would abandon a woman who was faithful to you for a woman that says, yeah, she can't wait for you to just split your property. Split your property so that she can come in and do whatever and change the house or change whatever. You chose to chase that desire. Humans are very surprising for me. You constantly see things and you're like, wow, this is us. This is our top specs. Okay, these are the ones who graduated. These are the ones who have conquered all these, who are curing tuberculosis. This is us humans. Sometimes it helps seeing the deteriorating nature of human nature. It's quite interesting just seeing it. You learn so much from seeing it. You realize the dangers of human nature, like you realize human desire at its core, and you see the destructive nature of it, or what it does, or what it brings up. As with all those people she was with, the millionaires, the whatnots, and all, and out of all those people that were with her, none of them saw a woman worth marrying. What it takes is a person who's blinded by happiness. You see, this man is blinded by happiness with her. That does not mean a person can't change and think. And I'm not talking about that Lulu can't change and stuff like that. The problem is that Lulu has a very wrong perspective on God's involvement into human life. And so a person like Lulu does not have context of building into her life. And so because of that, because she does not have a concept of building, she can only create chaos. Human desire closes your people's eyes. You see, when a person is chasing happiness, because happiness has a meaning, and so you chase meaning or you chase happiness. Happiness is very, it's a like right now thing, and so because he perceives himself to be happy with this woman, without meaning, without that meaning aspect of, he doesn't see what everybody that was with her saw and passed. By the way, not saying a person can't change, but she values the wrong things. When a person values the wrong things, it's not going anywhere, brother. It's not going anywhere. We've said this about many of those people. Mihlali, it's the same thing. She went, chased a man, whatnot. It broke apart. Why? They value the wrong thing. They are chasing after this so-called happiness. They are chasing after the wrong thing. That's human desire. That's why when God comes into a person's life, the first thing he changes your perception on self-sacrifice. The things that you sacrifice for, the things that you live for. That's the first thing that he changes. And so he says, my thoughts are not your thoughts. Neither your way is my way. That's the first thing he changes, because that is destructive in its nature. It's the Actuality Show with daily Christian commentary videos. Unfortunately for him, he wants to be a social experiment. Brotherhood. Human desire is very dangerous because it does not pursue meaning. See, she has this because she's just a worldly person. She thinks she was praying to God. You were not praying to God, you were praying to yourself. That's why you gave yourself other people's relationship. And then this guy, you chased your desires so much. You chased desires instead of building commitment